Hello and welcome to another uMake tutorial. In this tutorial I want to talk about the settings of the sketching tools in uMake. In a previous tutorial I talked about each of the sketching tools in uMake and what you can achieve with them. And in this tutorial I basically want to spend some time and talk to you about the various settings that you can find within each of these tools. If you tap on any of these tools once it's already selected, you'll have this drop down that comes down. And you'll see a number up here, a color graph, a shade graph, and then something called color history. So the number, if you tap on it, is the size of the stroke of that tool. So right now for the pen tool, this is at 20, and if I move this up, I can go all the way to 100, and that'll create a much thicker curve. So you can see this is quite thick. If I go down all the way to 1, for example, I get a really thin line. So that's about the range between 1 and 100 for thickness. And you can see that with the pen tool, at least the curve is slightly tapered. In addition, if I want to change the color, I can select this curve by double tapping on it, and I can come in here and I can use this color graph and I can change the color of the curve with these, and I can also make it darker or lighter using the shader. If I had used a color in the past that I wanted to use, I can come into my color history. You can see I have a bunch of different shades of gray here. Maybe I want this curve to be this red. I'll tap red and there you go. In addition, you can see that the color is reflected in the tool once the tool is selected. So if I go to the precision tool right now, that is black, which means that if I go to make a straight curve, it's going to be a black curve. If I want to change that, I simply tap here. I can change the size. Let's make this a little thicker, and let's make a purple, or no, let's do a green, something that's a little bit more visible on camera. And once I tap anywhere outside of this box, those settings will be applied, and now you can see I have a thicker green vertical curve. And same goes for the freestyle tool. Simply, once it's selected, simply tap it on it again, change the size, and select a color. Do like kind of a light blue here, and whatever I sketch will now be light blue and slightly thicker than the one size or stroke size that I had before. So those are the various settings that you can find within the uMake sketching tools. Once I've used the green and this blue and this red, if I tap on color history, you'll see that all of those colors are now in history, and I can easily reach them or get to them if I want to create another curve with the same color. So pretty easy stuff. I hope that this was helpful and that you learned something. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback for us, feel free to let us know. We can't wait to see what you create. Definitely reach out to us on our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter channels. We love to hear from you. Have a great day, guys. Take care.